What's up guys? I am going to be reviewing one of my favorite properties in the Caribbean today and what I think is one of the most luxurious properties in the Caribbean. It's called Amanyara. I will be showing you the various accommodations between the pavilions and the villas. Oh, it feels weird. I need something in my hands. Coffee, hold on. Okay, much better. Any of you who may not know of Amman Resorts, they are the most exclusive luxury hospitality brand in the world and one of my favorites. I think maybe between Four Seasons and Amman's are my favorite chains. And that is not to say they're always perfect, but they come close to it and they have unique offerings. Amanyara is one of two Amman's in the Caribbean. The other one is Amanyara in the Dominican Republic, which we've been to and loved. I will cover that on a separate video. Amanyara is located in Turks and Caicos, and for those of you who've not been to Turks and Caicos yet, I will highly recommend it. It's one of the best islands in the Caribbean. Turquoise water and white powdery sand. Turks and Caicos is within a short flight, non-stop flight from the East Coast. One of the key traits of a proper Amman resort is in its location. Amanyara is located away from all the other resorts and crowds in Turks and Caicos. You will have complete privacy and seclusion from everyone else. No one will be on the beach except for Amanyara guests. All the pavilions and villas are independent from one another. I'm going to be showing you our Ocean Pavilion first, then show you the villas. So enjoy. Alright guys, so we are back at Amanyara, one of our favorite resorts here in the Caribbean. Of course, we're big Amman junkies, so a little bit biased, but for good reasons. This is our pavilion. It's an Ocean Cove Pavilion. Basically, the resort has villas and pavilions, and all the pavilions are pretty much identical interior-wise, just like this. But what's different is that some of them have lagoon views, some of them have ocean views, and in our case, we have an ocean cove, so we actually have direct access to the beach and ocean with lounge seats outside, which we will show you guys around. Here's just a quick tour of the room. It's not big, but it still feels spacious because there's so much light coming in, so many windows, and you have outdoor lounge seats. Here's the desk behind you. You have all your electrical outlets back here and hidden telephone, the usual stuff. Pretty straightforward. We have a nice tub, his and her sink, modest sized closet, but it's very efficient and should be plenty of space for two people. Here's the shower. And if I remember correctly, the limestone in the shower were imported from the Philippines. So this was a labor of love for someone, and we really appreciate it. And all the blinds do come down at night, so you can have dark out shades. Sleeping would not be an issue. We will most likely still leave the shades up on this side just so we can wake up to the ocean. Don't really care for sleeping in when we're at the beach. All right, here's the exterior in the front of our pavilion. As you can see, we just have additional seats around the pavilion for you to hang out. It's actually indented into the floor, so you can have your in-room dining here if you wanted to, although it's pretty warm here. It's not a huge space, but it's very efficient, cozy, and intimate, I would say. This is our private Ocean Cove. How sick is this? That's our lounge area. Sit there and have your coffee and watch the sunset, which does in fact set on this side of the island, so that's perfect. Some of the pavilions do have pools, but as you can see, we don't really need one. We have the entire cove going into the ocean just for us. And this is like living in wallpaper. It's insane. I would highly recommend getting an Ocean Cove Pavilion, unless you just prefer having a pool, which is fine too. There's lagoon and pool pavilions. Otherwise, if you're traveling as a family or a group, you might want to get a villa, which will also give you the option to have direct beach access or just having pools with lagoon views. Okay, so you just finished seeing our Ocean Cove Pavilion, which we loved, and it's the top of the pavilion category. As I mentioned, there's entry-level pavilion, alcove with a lagoon, and then of course you have pool pavilions with lagoons. I really think the villas here at Amanyara are exceptional. I love to suggest to clients who are traveling as a large family or group, so you can have all the comforts that you're used to, separate dining and living quarters, and of course all the bedrooms to properly accommodate everyone in the family or group. So next, I'm going to be giving you guys a tour of the 5-bedroom beach villa here at Amanyara. Hey guys, as much as we love our pavilion, the villas here at Amanyara are the real stars. So come on in and we're going to show you guys around. Here's the entrance to the villa. This is a 5-bedroom beach villa, and they have multiple categories. They have anywhere from 3 to 6 bedrooms. At the entrance, you can see 4 of the bedrooms here. They're all independent from one another. So in the evenings, you can retreat to your own bedroom without being directly connected to anyone else in your group or your family. So that's a really nice design. And as you can see at the entrance, there's a lagoon and pond, because Aman is an Asian brand, has an Asian influence. Nonetheless, you know you're in the Caribbean, so it does have a sense of place. As part of the Aman FO, makes you feel relaxed and at peace anytime you're at an Aman resort. And that's the same here. Those are the individual bedrooms, and as you can see, this is the entrance to the main living area for the family or group. Here is the living space. You can see this is the massive dining table. To give you some scale, this would be very difficult to play cards on, I think. So here is the living area. Again, just massive, oversized coffee table, 3 full-size sofas. I could easily sleep here and be fine. And that might just be the case. You can enjoy watching a film at night with your family here, fall asleep here, lounging around during the day. It's super, super functional, and it's just stunning. It's gorgeous. What can I say? Leading to the second outdoor area, this is another terrace with additional seating. And as you can see, this is the main selling point. You have your own personal private pool. That's actually the 5th bedroom, the master bedroom. See, here's a terrace here, a sunken terrace for the family to hang out. I would say this is the better seating area for playing cards or board games and maybe having lunch here. Is your outdoor table. A dining table that seats up to 8, and we can probably fit more. You have additional day beds here, overlooking the beach and the turquoise Caribbean water. Again, this is your direct access to the beach. It's completely private. It's just for you, for the villa residents here, and no one else on the beach can access your villa. It's just for your family and friends. So ensure that you're completely private. As you can see, you really get the best of both worlds. You have total privacy, you have direct access to the beach, and just relax for the entire week. All right, that was a tour of the 5-bedroom beachfront villa. Again, the villas here are just like the pavilions. You have lagoon and beachfront villas. This is my preference, although some people do like the lagoon villas because it feels more peaceful and zen-like. Beachfront, of course, is special for most people, and having that access to the beach is a pretty nice perk. A few things to note: your villa will also come with a private chef and butler. The private chef is able to arrange all your breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever meals you want to have with families in the villa. The menu is, of course, a la carte and customizable to your likings and preference. Regarding the pavilions, I feel like it's really dependent on if you're traveling as a couple, in which case you might want the Ocean Cove like we had, or if you're traveling as a small family, let's say a family of 3 or 4, 2 adults with young children, then you may want to get the pool pavilion, just because I think the Ocean Cove does have some rocks, and to get down from your pavilion to the beach, it could be dangerous for small children. I would maybe stick with the pool pavilions, and you'll feel like you might have more room. In terms of hard product, I think Amanyara is stunning. If you love architecture, you'll love Amanyara. The bar and commons areas are stunning as well. How's the service? That's a tough one. I think the service at Amanyara is fairly good, if not very good for the Caribbean, but I think Caribbean overall is a bit lacking compared to, let's say, Europe or Asia. So the service can be a bit of hit and miss. However, the new general manager who just moved from Amanyara is a legacy Aman GM, and I expect this service will continue to get better, even though Amanyara nowadays is still better than some of its competitors in the Caribbean. But again, I think that's just the market. The Caribbean market, when it comes to service, it's a bit of hit and miss. I think Amanyara and Parakeet are the 2 best ones in Turks and Caicos when it comes to service. So in conclusion, I think Amanyara is a phenomenal property, especially for anyone on the East Coast. It's super easy to get to. While there's a lot more details I can go over regarding Amanyara and talk about it for another hour, I'm not sure if this is too detailed or not detailed enough. Please let me know and comment below if you have specific questions, or if you feel like this is still not thorough enough? What type of details would you like to know for future reviews? So if you do have questions regarding Amanyara, please feel free to comment below and I will try to get back to you. Or if you'd like to book a trip to Amanyara, please feel free to message me as well. My clients do receive exclusive amenities and upgrades, things like that, etc. at luxury properties. And of course, I'm always happy to reach out to the GMs who I know on site and to make sure that my clients are well taken care of. I hope this video has been helpful in your research. If you found this video to be helpful, I would really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up and smash the like button so others who are also doing research can find this video. Thanks.